Now, a common complaint I'll hear with many core exercises is some neck pain, perhaps, some upper neck there, maybe strain in the jaw, those things, as well as maybe hips doing a lot of the work, lower back leaving the ground. So I'm here to kind of talk through all of those. So a great drill to just start with if you struggle with a little discomfort during core movements is to lay in a bridge position with your hips on the ground, and then kind of where that gap is between your ground and your spine is where you want an object of some sort. Nice to use a band. All right, and you first just want to practice kind of tucking your hips under. All right, you'll already notice your back further to the ground, and then maybe a little more engagement. And I want you to practice tucking your chin, relaxing through your neck, jaw, and face, and practice breathing in and tightening up. Inhaling through your front, side, and back to glue your spine to the ground, and exhale. And just check in on things. Make sure your jaw is relaxed and your chin is tucked. Make sure your spine's kind of glued to the ground. So you should feel the tension kind of the whole time through your abs. They should be kind of expanding. If you feel good there, you can go to next step in a dead bug position. Again, you want to think tuck your pelvis under, then lift your knees up. I like to think of my abs as a 360 kind of balloon blowing up. And I want to think zip up my abs here. Again, keep that chin tucked. Okay, so that's another good way. Then you could kick out, perform those dead bugs. All right, now let's talk about kind of the sit-up. So when we naturally sit up, the first thing we want to do is lift up our head. So I just want you to practice kind of what we talked about there, that hip tuck here. And I want you to try to really think about using your abs to raise your head. Now you might get some tension in your head, but it's time to just find it and try to relax. But if we get just a really strict curl up, I call them, where you're just pushing as hard as you can and squeezing as hard as you can in your core to lift your head up, that could be a great step in minimizing jaw and neck pain for sit-ups. Because really in the end, we often use a little momentum to sit up into a sit-up, a V-up, any sort of crunch exercise. We get to use momentum. So, but if I think really just push down, flex, push my spine down into the band to help lift my head and not lead with all this tension through my head, you'll find you'll get a little more core and a little more relaxation. And then if you want, maybe add a little negative descent. And again, trying to just focus on relaxing through those spots and letting your abs lift you up and not your jaw, your head. Yeah, hopefully that was helpful.